What's going on, guys? So today I'm sharing some of my Christmas loot. These are the gifts my wonderful friends and family have gotten me for Christmas. So first off, I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas if you celebrate it, and an entire holiday season. You know, it's almost up. We have New Year's coming up, which is the last hurrah. It's the last party, and then it's back to business. So I don't have everything here. I just have a couple different things. This is actually a wonderful gift I got from my in-laws. It's a nice leather bag. It's made by someone who's local to them. And inside I just put a lot of the smaller stuff. But I do have bigger things that are just too big to show. I get some nice clothes. I got some beautiful slippers, things like that. So this is just, you know, kind of a gist of some of the stuff that I got. So first off, to the left here, you may not be able to see, but I got a nice candle. Kind of hard to explain, unless you know what sandalwood and lavender smell like, but there's also some other stuff going on there. I love candles. I've always been a fan of candles. Even before I was a married dude. I was just a single dude and I like candles. It's just nice to smell nice, right? Then off to the side, let me show you some of these two bigger things here. I got a massive bottle of hot sauce. This is moonshine inspired hot sauce, habanero whiskey. And this is, well, definitely, I don't know if you could tell how big this is. Well, you can read it, 64 fluid ounces. That's a lot of sauce. So I'm pretty good with hot sauce for a long time. So that's awesome. I didn't get to try that yet, but I'm very excited to in the future. Let me put that carefully off to the side here, as well as that candle. And I also have a nice bottle of booze. So we have some Flintlock bourbon here, right? Straight bourbon whiskey. And this kind of pairs with another gift, which is also quite large, which I have here. You know what, let me just show you that real quick. So here it is. This I thought was really, really neat. So this is a whiskey aging kit. All right, so we get two cool little whiskey bottles with their own corks, and you can name it and label it and put little notes on there. And basically you're putting in your whiskey in here, but you're using these different types of flavoring agents. All right, so we have some bird's eye chilies, which are super spicy chilies, which is nice because I'm still going to use the chilies even if I don't use them in the whiskey. I'll just you know, throw them in some cooking and stuff. But we have some orange peel, some chai mix, cocoa beans, so for that little chocolate aspect, some cinnamon, some coffee beans. Then there's different types of flavored wood chips here. All right, so just super, super cool. And also got a nice little set of whiskey stones as well. All right, which are hard to get out because they're rounded. All right, so you can freeze these. These are nice because these are hollow. I've had whiskey stones before too. They're super heavy, and they're literally heavy in a glass. So they're kind of awkward, especially getting, you know, towards the bottom there. You know, they're just sliding down into your face. But yeah, it was just a really, really cool kit. I thought that was awesome. So I'll definitely play around with this, and I'll make two different, you know, flavored whiskeys and let it age and stuff, and maybe try them next year. So I thought that was awesome. All right, so back to the bag of goodies. Let's go ahead and unzip this and see what we got. And there's no particular order or anything here. A lot of cool small stuff too. Got some new straws, metal straws with a cleaner. All right, good for camping stuff. We have some wipes as well. Always good to have wet wipes. Got a nice bar of soap in here. That smells great. Man, it's just really fresh smell. Pretty intense as well, so a lot of good essential oils in there. Then I have a little box here with a gift card to Field and Stream, which is very cool. I do love gift cards. I love all kinds of gifts. Gift cards are nice just because you have the availability of literally buying whatever you want. Sometimes people are kind of hard to shop for. So, you know, you want to give them the right gift, and sometimes that's just money. You know what I mean? You could pick it yourself. But yeah, super cool there. Then we got some old-timey candy. I love different types of food adventures and stuff, and I love weird things. Like this year, I made a fruitcake for the first time. If you follow me on Instagram, I shared a picture of that. And like last year, I had a Christmas pudding that I lit on fire. I just like weird traditional food stuff, you know? So even though this seems like grandma's candy and no one wants it, I like stuff like this. I like it. I think it's pretty cool and nostalgic, even though, you know, it's not like I'm 100 years old and I grew up with that stuff. I think it's neat. Then I have a Rapid strap, which is really cool. So we have a strap you can use on pretty much anything. Very handy. Then this, believe it or not, is the only knife that I got for Christmas. This is the Victorinox. This is an LL Bean version, or branded version of the Classic SD. Super cool knife. You guys know it is extremely, you know, handy. And I happen to be a big fan of LL Bean. Now, why this one knife? Because I know a lot of you guys probably clicked on the video and you're thinking like, oh man, Jeff's got all these knives. I can't wait to see what he got. And first off, you guys sent me tons of messages and I appreciate it and I love it. I can't even imagine how many messages I got with people showing me the knives they got for Christmas. And I think it's awesome. And I love knives and always will. But the people around me who know me also know that I deal with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of knives. So it's very hard to just randomly pick a knife that I might want or like, you know, and have it be a surprise, you know what I mean? So believe it or not, the older I get, if I want a knife, I just get that knife, you know what I mean? I don't ask for them for presents, just because I have the availability of getting whatever knife I want, pretty much. It depends on how much I want to sacrifice or how long I want to save up for it. But I like other stuff, you know, and I love it. I mean, I've gotten knives for Christmas my entire life, ever since I was 9 years old. Oh no, I should say 10. I got into knives at 9, but I didn't get it for Christmas until I was like 10. So yeah, I have a lot of years with a lot of knives. I know maybe that's a little disappointing because you want to see some really cool high-end knives that I got for Christmas and stuff, but it's just not the case. I like other stuff, you know what I mean? So just one of those things. But I would love for you guys to post in the comment section what knives you got for Christmas, you know? I have a ton of hobbies, but you guys know I do that all year round. So Christmas is a little bit different for me, you know, the older I get. So anyway, let's see what else we got in here. I got some gold coin chocolates. I love these things. These are really neat. So you see some candy half dollars in here, 1972s. And of course they're just foil wrapped chocolate. I always love that. Ever since I was a kid, I thought that was cool way before I got into coins. And now of course I'm into precious metals and stuff and have been for a long time, but just definitely really into it right now. So that was an awesome, appropriate gift. Then I got some Ghirardelli. I'm going to say that's what it is. I know maybe you say Ghirardelli. I always said Ghirardelli. I don't really know if that's right or not. But some hot cocoa mix. Something I learned recently, which I didn't know before, is that hot cocoa is basically, you know, a hot chocolate drink made from cocoa powder, as opposed to hot chocolate. Now, people probably use it interchangeably, like I have my entire life. If it's, you know, hot melted chocolate in a cup with water or milk or whatever the case is, it was always one or the other. Like I never specified, oh, this is definitely hot chocolate and that is definitely hot cocoa, but there is a difference. Hot chocolate is like just melted chocolate in milk, which is on a different level. If you've never had, like, just literally shave some chocolate and, you know, melt it into some milk and stir it up, totally different thing, but I like both. Anyway, some hot cocoa mix. Then I got an awesome gift card. This is just a regular Visa card, so I might use this to buy a knife. I think that's really cool. And we have, I thought this was neat. This is like a little, you know, ornament for the tree, but it's obviously a little box as well. So in here I actually have two things from two different people. I have a little piece of gold from one of my favorite companies that I started off with, Monarch Precious Metals. So this is a, let me get a little closer for you. This is a 1 gram round. So you got the ship on there. 4.9's fine. And again, this one is from Monarch Precious Metals. Very nostalgic for me. Like I said, I got a lot of silver from them early on. Got one little gold piece, very similar to this, way back when. Don't have it anymore. So this kind of replaced it. Thought this was awesome. That was for my folks. So thanks, Mom and Dad. Just super, super cool. And then this I got from my sister and brother-in-law. And this is a 2021 Silver Eagle. And this is my first Type 2. So there's their different design on the back there. Just awesome. Now I got to get a 2021 Type 1. So if you don't know, I think I mentioned this a while back. I don't know if it was on Instagram or if it was on a YouTube video or not. But I have a side, you know, side collection of Silver Eagles. I'm trying to get a Silver Eagle from every year. And I've been doing that for probably a little over a year now. So eventually, you know, if I complete that set that's current to date, of course I'll make a separate video and show you that. But this was awesome. Silver and gold for Christmas. Totally made my day, made my year. Just wonderful. And it's just kind of extra special. These have, you know, a little bit of a story behind it. You know, getting it from family members just means a little bit extra for me. Then, speaking of silver and gold and stuff, I got a big old stack of cases. All right, so these are protective cases, and this is from, I want to say Guy on Fire. I forget the company, but I was told by a bunch of people that these guys make the best, like, you know, case and stuff. So I'm definitely gonna try to get some more from them in the future. I have a couple different things I want. I want to store my, you know, coins and bullion different ways. And, you know, just how my opinions on how I store the stuff has changed over the years. And now that I'm getting into some coins and stuff, I just want to do it differently. Like, for example, my Silver Eagles right now, I have like a binder, and the binder is really rectangles, and it holds slabbed coins. And I have some of those Silver Eagles in there, and they're just kind of like, I mean, I'm not moving it around, but they're not really meant for that. So instead I wanted to, you know, store them in here in these cases. So these are hard plastic cases. And again, you'll see these eventually if I complete the set. But they're square, but of course they house Silver Eagles perfectly. So anyway, I thought that was awesome. So that's a little project for later. All right, I can put all those in there. Then I have one of my favorite things, books on my hobbies. So this one is the Complete Guide to U.S. Junk Silver Coins, the second edition from Brian Smith. I want to say this was somewhat, yeah, 2016. This was published, second edition. Just super cool, again, going over, I mean, a lot of the stuff I already know, but some other things I didn't know, all right? So I'm probably maybe 30% into the book or so, but I already learned something I didn't know before, which was pretty cool. It's just, you know, calculating basically the silver content in junk silver, because junk silver is sold by face value, all right? So there's just a quick calculation you can do, which is pretty easy. Maybe I'll do a separate video on it in the future. But yeah, just fantastic. I definitely love you know, getting more, you know, physical books, paper books, as opposed to, like, I don't use ebooks or anything like that. I don't have one of those, you know, tablet type things with a, you know, a bunch of digital books on or anything like that. I like actual books, physical books I could sit outside in the summer and just, you know, chill and, you know, have some iced tea or something and just read them. I just like that kind of stuff. I like them as references, which I use all the time. So that was a very cool present as well. Then I did get some cigars. Now these are special because this is a cigar I want to try for probably 2 years. These are some Tabacs, and these are little cigarillos in here. All right, this is the dark roast, nice little Bovita pack. But these are supposed to be very heavily coffee flavored, and just super cool. I just wanted something, you know, simple. I do have plenty of other large cigars if I want to have a long smoke or something, but I thought this was really nice. I actually asked for this from my parents, and it turns out they got it from Boswell's. If you never heard, Boswell's is like the place to go if you want pipe and cigar stuff. They're in Pennsylvania, I forget the town, and even though I'm in Pennsylvania, it's a huge state if you don't know, so I've never actually been there myself. It's at least a couple hours away. But if I ever actually went to a shop to get some stuff, especially some pipe stuff, they have tons of pipe tobacco and wonderful pipes, and just really, really cool shop. So if you're into that whole thing, definitely worth checking out if you're anywhere near it. Then we got some more booze in here from in-laws. We have stuff to make a appletini, which is really cool. Set that off to the side, reach around. I also got one of these. This is actually really neat. I don't have a can in front of me right now, but this is a little tool to lift the tab on a can, and then when you're not drinking the can, you can rotate that around or whatever, or stick it under the thing, so it covers the hole in the can. So if it gets knocked over, it doesn't spill. Now, I don't find myself like having a lot of open cans all the time, but that's super cool in the summer, all right? Especially if you're not sitting there the whole time monitoring your drink. You wanna make sure you don't get ants in there, or flies, or bugs, or whatever. Although it's very rare, that's happened to me. You can go take a sip of something, there's a bug in your drink. I don't know, I just thought that was pretty neat. So that was cool. And then I got a little chapstick as well. Gotta keep those lips luscious even during the winter months. And that is it. So there is my Christmas loot video. Bunch of awesome stuff. Again, this is not everything, but I just want to give you a little taste of what was going on. The big focus was the knives. I know, whoops, I dropped my wipes. And my hot chocolate here. So, yeah, I know a lot of people were, you know, expecting a ton of different knives and Zippos and everything else. But, you know, keep in mind, I have that stuff. I get that stuff all year round. It is Christmas for me all the time. I feel extremely blessed and extremely lucky, you know, that I have the opportunity to constantly trade for things like that. And people send me gifts all the time. It just, I really appreciate it like crazy. But it's Christmas for me all year round. So when actual Christmas rolls upon us, I ask for weird stuff, some different stuff, you know. And I appreciate it all. It's so cool. I do have a couple gifts that people had sent. You'll see videos on that. as I have time to show them, probably early to mid-January. But people did send a couple really neat gifts as well, which I really greatly appreciate. And of course, besides this, you guys know that me and Christina, we didn't really officially exchange this year. I got her a couple things that she really likes, and you know, she wanted to get me a couple things like the gold, you know, like the gold they bought on Instagram. You will see another video probably soon on another piece of gold, which I thought was really neat, something I really wanted. Yeah, stay tuned for that. Above all, it was just really nice to be able to see both of my families, my immediate family as well as my in-laws, which are my family. You know, the last couple of years have been kind of hard seeing everyone, you know, with traveling and stuff, you know, with weather and the pandemic and everything else and all kinds of problems. So, you know, like last year I didn't get to see my immediate family, and I think it was the previous year I didn't get to see my in-laws. So it's just really tough, you know, having to travel with the bad weather and things. So that's why I was so heavily focused and telling everyone, you know, Merry Christmas and safe travels, because it really, so many people, they drive all across the country and all over the place, and people fly everywhere, and it's just, you know, accidents happen, you know, and it's a terrible time to obviously have an accident. Anytime's terrible, but around the holidays is for some reason worse. But anyway, it was just really special being able to see everyone. That was important to me. So that's it for now, guys. Hope you have an awesome day, and I will see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.